Hey y'all, this is Tony. Welcome to Tony's Kitchen. This is Eat and Travel with Tony. Today we're making, I don't have a name yet, but I'm just going to call it a layered brownie. So I'm going to have, I have cookie mix in my bowl. I have brownie mix already made, but already whipped up. It ain't baked yet, but it's already whipped up with the egg and the oil and all that kind of stuff in it. I got my pan here with my porcelain paper in it. And I also have some pieces of Twix. Let me show y'all this. Some pieces of Twix Candies, Twix and Snickers Candies. Again, there's the chocolate chip cookie dough. There's my pan. And the brownies are all the way over here, y'all. This brownie mix. Hold on, this brownie mix. The brownie mix. Like I said, I have hazelnuts. Where did I put it? Oh, hazelnut spread. Here it goes. I'm looking for it. Hazelnut spread. Like I said, I'm going to make me a layered chocolate chip cookie brownie. That's what it's going to be called. Layered chocolate chip cookie brownie. So I'm going to make that with this, y'all. And I'm using all these ingredients. This is my first time making this. So I'm bringing y'all along with me. So y'all can make it y'all first time too. So let me go ahead and put this doggone phone down so I can get into this. I already got my oven on 350, y'all. I already got that on. So no worries. I already got the oven on 350, like I said. So let me go ahead and lower this phone, y'all, so y'all can see what I'm doing too. Okay. And like I said, y'all, this is what I'm making for today because I thought, okay. That's not working. Okay. Would this work or no? Shit, I can't even get this off of her. That's okay. Okay, y'all. What in the world? Jesus pieces. I'm trying to get this thing. I'm like, what is going on? Okay. I don't think that's supposed to go like that, so I'm just going to take that on off. I don't want to break this. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get on into this recipe. Like I said, I'm making a chocolate chip cookie layer brownie. So it's going to be full of candy. I put it that way as well. So let me go ahead and get my gloves on, y'all. And I keep seeing people making these cookie pies and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I've made stuff like that. I've made slutty brownies, as y'all know. If the video should, excuse me, Lord, should be here on YouTube for y'all. So, of course, check out. Jesus Christ. So I made slutty brownies, y'all. And those are brownies. The bottom layer is cookie dough. The middle layer is all Oreo cookies. And the top layer is brownie on top. So like I said, I've definitely made those. But like I said, I want to do something different today. Because I keep seeing all these folks with all these cookie pies and all this stuff in between. And I'm like, I'm going to do something different. Make a doggone brownie pie. We're going to figure this out. And another thing I thought was going to be fun too. So that's why I did it. So, or that's why I'm going to do it. Because of course it seems, I love making, I like creating stuff. So it seems fun to me, like I said. Y'all may not think it's so fun, but like I said, I definitely think it's fun. And if you don't have your own cookie dough, I had already made this when I was making some mini cookies. So you can always go buy an actual roll of that. I think it's Pillsbury or whoever the cookie dough is. So you can buy like in a roll. You can buy some of those and use that instead if you want to make your own cookie dough. Like I said, the brownie mix, I got that for $1.25 from Dollar Tree. So, like I said, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. I got to get this cookie dough up out of here. It was frozen, actually. So I'm hoping I can get it on here. I'm sure I can. That's why I got my gloves on. I ain't want my hands to be all messed up with all this stuff. Uh-oh. Let me see something right quick. Uh-oh. Thought I should have did this first. Alright. One thing I forgot, y'all, was to spray my gloves. But that's okay, because the cookie dough is getting stuck all to everything. But I just sprayed it, so hopefully it shouldn't get stuck too much more. I put it that way. So let's go ahead and get on with this cookie dough on in here. Jesus pieces. And it's still kind of frozen. Like I said, I made this a few days ago. Like I said, I was making some mini cookies, like the smaller size cookies instead of my big ass cookies I normally make. So I was making them very small because I bought some little containers to put them in. Just like I said, doing something different. Uh-oh. I can't, that's hard, it's frozen. Let me see. Let me see. And like I said, y'all, this, to me, it seemed like it's going to be very easy to make. Like I said, I've never made it before, but we're going to see how this is going to turn out. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. I'm sure. And now I'm going to start pressing this cookie dough inside this pan, y'all. Uh-oh, trying to get my gloves off. Start pressing this on inside the pan, y'all. I probably should have been pressing it as I started, but that's all right. Yes, that's all right. It's being pressed now. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right. There we go. Press some more, So I'm going to try to get it going up the sides just a little bit too. But I got to get it into this pan first. And like I said, my dough is frozen over here. Or mostly frozen. All of it's not frozen. Because it has been sitting out for about maybe 30 minutes or so. So it has unthawed just a little bit. So I can still, of course, spread it. But like I said, definitely I'm going to have to spread this a little bit more and get it up the sides too. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Good Lord Jesus. All right. Like I said, I'm sure this will be scrumptious. I know it's going to take a little while for it to get, of course, for it to cool down and all that. Once it does actually get made, but it's okay. I'll take you out to that process too. Uh-oh, Lord Jesus. All right. Let me put some more oil on my hands, y'all, because it's getting stuck on there. All right. Trying to get some more cookie dough up in here. And this is the regular chocolate chip cookie dough. Just in case y'all wondering, that's why I said y'all can just go pick y'all up a roll from Walmart or something, or whatever store you have in your area. Because they already sell the pre-made chocolate chip cookie dough. You can use whatever brand you want to use. Like I said, this is Tanetta's brand, so I'm using my own. Definitely using my own, y'all. Oh, making so much noise. Definitely using my own. Uh-oh. And like I said, I've already lined it with the parchment paper. I did spray up under there. And I probably should have just used my cooking spray to spray up under the bottom, but it's already done now. That's all right. I use my bake-off, and that stuff is kind of expensive to be buying. So next time, I'll make sure I just use my regular, like I said, the cooking spray whenever I do make these next time. I'm sure there'll be a next time. So let's just finish pressing this, y'all. Trying to press it on up in there. And yes, you're going to have fingerprints in it. Just know that. Or handprints, whatever you want to call it. And if you have some gloves, that's probably easier for you to use. If you don't have any, that's okay as well. Just make it, just use your fingers just to wash your hands afterwards. Of course. Like I said, I'm using this because it's, the gloves are easier for me. And of course, I make stuff at home, so I already have gloves. And I bake and stuff like that already. So, and sale and all that, so I already have gloves. So, but y'all may not have them, and that's okay. You can still make it without it. Just know, it's not that big of a deal. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sorry about the noise, y'all. This pan is on top of this counter, and I'm not sure. I guess it must be offset somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? Let me go ahead and get this over here as best as I can. Cookie mix. And I'm going to move on to that little beautiful Nutella. As soon as I get this up to size, just a little bit. Trying to make sure I got that. All right. Trying to make sure I got that. Let me get another little bit over here. Just a little bit. All right. So this is how this gonna look, y'all. Let me go ahead and get my other ingredients. My a spread up in here. Move this cookie mix out the way. I don't think I can put it back in the. Oh, hang on, let me see. I set it over here right now. So hang on, a place on the counter to put it. So let me see. Nutella spread and I did not put this in the microwave. I'm just going to spoon it out, y'all. And like I said, man, it's not Nutella, just a hazelnut spread, just a regular one from Walmart. I think this was like $2 or maybe $2.50, maybe something like that. So actually, I will go ahead and put this in the microwave. I'm trying to see where to put these things. Okay. I do need to put it in the microwave just a little bit, just to get it to melt a little bit. Just to get it to melt, y'all. Okay. I just wanted this to melt a little bit, y'all. Like I said, at first I wasn't, but I chose to go ahead and do that. So, like, I'll just go ahead and melt it just a little bit. And this is how it's turning out. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and just start pouring this or putting it on here. If it's not going to be all pourable. I don't think it's all going to be pourable. No, it's not. It's okay. Right, we just spread it with the spoon. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So I'm just going to spread this with my spoon. And this, I didn't even say what size jar this was. This is a 13-ounce jar, y'all. 13-ounce jar. 13-ounce jar, y'all. Right? And I'm just spreading it on here. I know y'all probably saw folks that's just pouring it, but I'm not going to leave this in the microwave like that because I'm on a time restriction right now. So I can't really do all that, and I'm trying to make sure I get this done today. Or at least everything baked. It ain't got to be all done today, but at least it baked. So I'm probably not, I may be able to cut it today. Yeah, I should be able to cut it today. I'm pretty sure. Right. Right, and I'm just spreading, y'all. That's all. Get a little bit more over here on this side. Right. That's all I'm going to do for that, y'all. I'm just going to put the rest of the spread up. I didn't even use all. I thought I was going to use all of it, but I didn't. But I put the rest of it up. So let's set it on over to the side. All right. Now, next up is the candy. As soon as I get my fingers inside these stupid gloves, then we gonna get the candy. All right, there we go. All right, and like I said, there's no rhyme or reason for this. I've already cut my Twixes and Snickers up. They're just gonna go right on top. I try to make sure I got Snickers in some places, and what's the name is in some places too. But I'll just kind of drop it a little bit, and I'll just fill those in between. It's Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Snickers. I don't know where all this stuff is. I think this is Snickers. And I'm just dumping it on her, y'all. In case y'all wondering what the heck, but it's just being dumped. That's all. I'm just pouring the little crumbs that was on there. That's all with that. All right. So now, we finna go ahead and put the brownie mix on top. As soon as I get another spoon somewhere up in here. Okay. Right. So brownie mix, y'all. I'm putting it on her next. Brownie mix, brownie mix. And I'm just gonna dollop it, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'll just dollop it, I guess, on top. Just don't dollop it, y'all. Right. And I'm probably gonna put a little bit more cookie mix on top of her too, y'all, just to let y'all know. as soon as I'm done with this. It's not going to be sealed because I don't know if I'm going to be able to seal all this in here to cover up the Nutella. I don't know, but if not, I'm sure it'll still come out fine. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to get your brownie mix up here. Trying to get your upper brownie mix, okay? Trying to get your upper, child. I'm still putting this, y'all, as y'all see. It's just going kind of slow, that's all. I'm a little bit slow, child, a little bit slow. Okay. Alright. That's about all I can do for the brownies. About all I can do for the brownies. Right, I am going to put some cookie dough on top because I want to make sure this is finished. Okay. Ow. Right, let me get the cookie dough, y'all. What in the world? What's going on? Come on. All right, so let's just dollop some cookie dough on top of here in different places. That's all I'm gonna do, y'all. So I'm gonna get it off my glove. Irritating. Okay. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just putting some on top, y'all. All right, y'all, that's the end of that. That is the end of this, y'all. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on into the oven. It's probably going to bake in the oven. I don't know what, I'm assuming about 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, or about 30 minutes to make sure everything is done inside of this actual pan. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put this on into the oven. And I'll let y'all know how long it actually takes to bake, because I'm not sure right now. But I'm thinking about 30 minutes. Okay. 30 to 40 minutes possibly. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, y'all. The chocolate chip layer brownie is out the oven. Let me show y'all this, y'all. And it was just about 25 minutes. It is done. I can tell that it's done, but it's a little bit jiggly. It's supposed to be. That's how I heard all the other people say about their cookie pies. So I know it's done, y'all. I know it's done. But this is going to have to sit here for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, so it can cool down. And then I can stick it into the fridge. So I can't cut this until it gets cool enough, at least for me to cut it. So I guess I'm going to wait for that. And I'm just going to, like I said, enjoy the way it smells in this house, because it smells so good. So like I said, y'all, let me cut this oven off, actually. But like I said, y'all is just going to sit for right now. And then I'm going to, like I said, let it cool. So I'll be back in a few hours once it gets cool, y'all. We're going to cut this bad boy. We surely is. And don't forget to make sure that you, of course, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from this point here on out on Eat and Travel with Tony. Of course, again, I'm Tony. All right, y'all. I have gotten the brownie cookie out the oven. It's out the, of course, out the oven. It was sitting out for about 2 hours, and then I refrigerated it for maybe an hour and a half. So I've gotten it out, and I was trying to figure out the best way to actually cut this because I don't want to take it all the way out this pan because I don't have anything to put it in right this second. And I wasn't going to put it in anything right this second. So like I said, I'm trying to figure out what to do and how to do this. I put it that way. So let me just, let me go ahead and just set this down. I may have to just take the whole thing out. I don't know if y'all can see any of this. You probably can't. Probably can't. No. Let me see, y'all, if I can get y'all to see some of this at all. Let me see. Flip on around. Let me see. Y'all excuse the dishes. Like I said, the dishes will be done shortly. They ain't finna be done right now. I can tell you that. So let me see. I know I can take it out. I just am not going to do all of this. Because like I said, I'm planning on doing this today. I really wasn't, y'all. I really wasn't. Alright, so let me just pull this down some. Because I've already cut a piece over here when I had it inside the actual pan itself. Uh-oh. Trying to get this, y'all, as best as I can. Just so I can pick it up. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. So let me flip this on back around, y'all. Let me flip it on back around towards me, y'all, so I can go ahead and get this pick it on up and show y'all how it looks. Come on, phone. Okay. There we go. It's leaning, but that's going to have to work for right now. Okay. So this is how this bad boy looks. This is the cookie brownie, or the cookie brownie pie I made today. So, like I said, this is how this looks, and you can see all that heavenly hazelnut in there, y'all. The candy bar, all that type of stuff in there, y'all. It looks doggone good. Y'all can't tell me it don't. It looks amazing. So, y'all, I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. Like I said, making this brownie cookie pie. And I hope that you followed along. All the ingredients will be in the description of the video. And, of course, let me know in the comments if you made this or if you made it before, y'all. This is my first time making something to this extent. Usually, of course, the slutty brownies is the most I've made like this. But I'm enjoying this, y'all. I'm getting a kick out of this. So, like I said, I'm going to put this back in the... And put this all back up. But like I said, definitely I just want to thank y'all for, of course, tuning in. Again, Tony, Eat and Travel with Tony. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next video, y'all. Look at that lusciousness.